And it says I'm live. Hello, YouTube world. I know if there are any waiting, it only said there was one waiting before, but if there are any waiting, you might have to watch an advertisement. If you get alerts, then I just actually got one on my phone. So Rua is alerted, and we get both of our emails on both of our phones. So if you get alerts, then you might have gotten one in your inbox. I don't know if you get alerts. You probably get alerts, but it seems like my alerts for on YouTube on the YouTube app on my phone are sometimes a little later than the actual show. So it's starting at 6:15 this evening, which is abnormal. But on my phone, I don't get maybe the announcement about it for channels that I have subscribed to and hit the notification bell. I don't get the alert um, until like 5 minutes later, so until like 6:20. But it says there's 5 people here and one thumbs up. So I really appreciate you being here. And I don't know if that shows the people who are watching advertisements or not. If you can hear me and if you can see me okay, if everything looks all right, then comment in the comment and let me know that you can hear me and see me. Well, I came a little early, and here's why. Well, I can tell you in just a minute. I might tell you now, Addie, and I'll tell y'all in a few minutes. The reason, uh, good. The reason I'm going a little early is because Rua is not, has not been feeling very well, and she worked yesterday and today, and she's exhausted whenever she gets home. And if I want to do this, I think it would be better for me to go ahead and do it now so I can spend some time with Rua, just her and I, whenever she gets back. And it's a little windy and cold outside, and the kids are up at Nana and Papa's house eating some peanut butter crackers or whatever Nana and Papa feed them. You know how grandparents are. They feed them all sorts of stuff sometimes. So they're up there, and I didn't have anything I had to do. So I thought I'd just go ahead and get this done early. And I asked Rua, and she said that was fine as well. So I hope it's okay with you all. There might be some people who are disappointed whenever at 8 o'clock this evening that we're not doing it, 8 o'clock Central Time, but that's why I'm doing it now. But anyway, I really appreciate you all being here. I got a couple of things on the agenda in addition to, oh no, Blizzard, crazy. I got a couple of things on the agenda to do. In addition to just chatting with you. So if you have any comments, you have anything that's going on for you, I'll be happy to answer those things and hear what's going on for you all. Got the chat right here in front of me. Here is the camera. I'm pointing right at it, right at you. And right here to the left of the camera is the chat, so I can kind of look over at it. And I'm not going to share the screen this week because that kind of resulted in some tragedy last time, but that's okay. So you're in Denver then, Addie. That's interesting. I took a class in Denver once. When I lived in California, I flew out to Denver for a class, and then I had to fly right back. So it was just like I don't know, was it a few days or was it a weekend? I think it was a few days. It was a blitz course or something like that. But anyway, I'm glad all of you are here. And if you sound off, if you haven't already, to tell me you're here. I see the red's here. I'm thankful for you. Hey, one of the benefits of doing it a bit early is you can see outside a bit. This is, most of our trees don't have green on them yet, but this tree right here that you see is a cedar tree. So it's one of the evergreens. This is our electric pole right here. That's for our porch right there. I'm trying to watch. So you see the guy wire, the yellow guy wire right there for the electric pole to our house. And this is for our porch kind of thing. And this is just a big knife. And this is a backwards farmhouse sign. Is it backwards for you all? I don't know. I kind of wanted to wait until more people got in here to do this, but oh no, snowing. I can't believe it. It's a little chilly right now here in Western Kentucky. But it's mainly because of the wind. I think it said earlier that it was 60 degrees. I can tell you exactly what the temperature is up at Nana and Papa's place about a quarter mile up the road. Let's see. We've got a weather station up there. It says it's 58.1 out there and wind gusts of 11.2, and the wind is about 5 miles per hour. So the wind is a little chilly. One of the problems with the wind here with my I know it's nice. I have a friend in Utah who told me, and he sent me a message that he had 2 inches of snow just a couple of days ago, and it's hip there for you. That's crazy. But that friend is actually the one who sent me these seeds that I want to talk about here in just a minute. He found an heirloom variety. What is it? 30 packs of Deluxe Valley Green Heirloom Vegetable Garden Seeds, non-GMO, guaranteed 30 different varieties as listed. So he sent that to me, and I was going to run that through. I thought I might try to grow all of these this year. That way I'd have, some place to start. Sometimes one of the problems that you have, I had it whenever I was a preacher trying to decide what I wanted to preach. We use a lectionary now, so I don't have that problem. But one of the problems that I experience is that, just like decision fatigue, there's decision paralysis. There's so many things, and there's so many different varieties of seeds that you can have. So we have some. I haven't ordered a whole lot this year. We're going to order some sorghum, and we're going to order some go buy some sweet corn locally if they have it. We have a little bit left, but we want to grow some. Papa could eat his weight in sweet corn, he said. And I got a couple of varieties of sweet corn in this, but there's only like 4 or 5 seeds. Let's see. I'll show you what varieties of corn we have here. There's 3 different varieties. There's this golden bantam. Can you see that? I know it's kind of the light. There you go. The golden bantam sweet corn. That might be backwards for you. I can probably switch it. Let me see if I can switch it really quick. Is it backwards for you all? Because I can switch it. Stand by. This is going to be really weird. Okay. There you go. If it wasn't backwards before, it is now. But anyway, this is golden bantam sweet corn, but it's very small. I bet there's only like 10 kernels of corn in there. This is something you get from he got from Amazon. 30 packs of Deluxe Valley Green Heirloom Vegetable Garden Seeds, and he sent to me. And then some Country Gentleman White Open Pollinated. Can you see that? And then some Stowell's Evergreen is what he sent me. So again, this came from Amazon. It's right now. Okay, good. Thank you, Red. Appreciate that. So what I'm doing is I've got the live stream, and it's the the live studio on Amazon, and I'm using an app on the computer to to let me control it, which will let me show you my screen and other things, and do a few other things. It's really interesting, but it's just the Logitech, because I use a Logitech. I don't know what it is. I don't know what I don't think it has the name on the camera. It's just a Logitech webcam. But anyway, he sent me those. But we're going to buy some. What kind is it, Papa? That we bought sweet cream or peaches and cream or something like that. Corn that a lot of people grow in our area. But there's supposed to be 30 different varieties here. So I'm going to go through these with you if you get impatient or if you have any other questions. Peaches and cream, I think. Yeah. If you have any questions. By the way, we did have Rua went to the doctor earlier in the week. I guess this is Sunday, so last week it was like Thursday or Friday or something like that, and everything is going really well. I think she's only about 9 weeks and a few days. I forget exactly how far along she is, but she got to see a sonogram. I don't have a picture of it. I don't have one here. It's kind of glossy, and the light would kind of go off of it anyway, but everything's going well. There's a possibility next time she goes that they, she might be able to tell the gender. Yeah, that's pretty cool, and we're good with that. The only problem with it that really kind of peeved me, made me very angry, was every time that we've gone through this process. We've had 4 children, and Rua's had 1 miscarriage, and that. I don't know when she miscarried, but they didn't find the heartbeat and all that stuff. But anyway, every time I've been there at nearly every one of her doctor's appointments, especially the first one, I've been there every single time, but they wouldn't let me go in because of, coronavirus and COVID-19 and all the rules and stuff. So, I was really sad, really angry, really upset because I feel like I got robbed of that. But it is what it is, I guess. You know, I'll be able to go to her ultrasound appointments. That's just for the ultrasound, but for her, you know, regular appointments that they do an ultrasound nearly every time to take the fetal heart rate and stuff like that, I won't be able to go to. So that would really kind of irritated me. Oh, and if you had any, if any of you had grown any of these types of corn or any of these other seeds before, I would love to hear your experience with them. This was Stowell's Evergreen and Golden Bantam. We're going to grow peaches and cream. I think that's a hybrid, and these are all heirloom varieties. And this is white open pollinated. But if you have any experience with those, I'd love to hear it. Yeah, the thing with the coronavirus. Hey, Teen Homesteader, you didn't miss much. Just that we started early because Rua will be tired. She's at work tonight, and she'll be really tired. And I want to spend that time with her when she gets home instead of with all of you, because she probably won't want to do it. But I think that she'll probably end up being, getting some of her energy back soon. And whenever that happens, then when she gets that energy back, then she'll be able to, be in the live streams and stuff like that with us. And we're talking about different varieties of corn and seeds that I was sent, But also that whenever we went to the doctor's appointment, that for her, pregnancy, that we missed. They wouldn't let me go in, which was frustrating. They wouldn't let me go in because of coronavirus. And up until this point, I've not really been affected too much. They closed some stores and stuff, but I spend most of my time on the farm. But there are some people, and Rue has been on the other end of it as a nurse, that they couldn't go visit their loved ones and stuff, and she had to tell them no. But this is the first time. I'm going to grow mainly, I think, peaches and cream if they have it at the co-op. But these are the ones that somebody sent me are Stowell's Evergreen. Can you see that? Stowell's Evergreen, Country Gentleman, and Golden Bantam improved 12-row. But there's not very many here. So the good thing about it is that it's this heirloom variety, and maybe I can save seeds from it and grow it next year if I want to. Also sent me, there was in the package, this was a 30 different varieties, 30 packs of Deluxe Valley Green Heirloom Vegetable Garden Seeds from Amazon. There's this top-notch golden wax bean. I don't think I've ever grown a wax bean before. Have y'all ever grown that? Can you see that? I know it's kind of hard to see. There you go. Strawberry popcorn. That's kind of that's corn. That's interesting. Is it just strawberry because of the color, or strawberry because of it tastes kind of strawberry-ish? I planted, and you saw my tree planting video. I planted the other 3 trees today. I planted the other ones 2 days ago. My video was yesterday, and I planted the first one on Friday. And so I could record it for you, and I edited on Saturday morning and got that up Saturday during the day. And today, after church, I went and I dug the holes and got the other ones planted. But one of them, the varieties, is the pineapple pear, and I just bought it because that's what he had and it sounded interesting, and I didn't have it, but it's supposed to have some kind of a different flavor, so that's interesting. I've also got a bubble gum plum. I planted that a few years ago, so it's also called a toka plum, I think, but maybe it'll fruit this year. That would be really interesting. Does everybody hear me and everything sound okay? How's everything going there for your end? Again, if you have any questions, I don't want to bore you with this, but this is what I had going on. Again, the kids are going up there. I've been going through the high tunnel, and I might do a video on it. I downloaded this app. It's called, let's see, I think I've got it here. It's called Picture This. And this is what it looks like when you, you can see my ring light there. This is what it looks like. And you can take a picture of a plant. Good. And you take a picture of a plant. And I've been pretty pleased with it. It costs $30 a year. It seems like it's pretty accurate, but there's a 2-week free trial, I think. So I'm in the trial. I don't know for sure if I'm going to keep it or not, but it's pretty nice. I was thinking about doing a video about it too, but I was going to see if I could contact them and see if I could get some kind of a promotion or something for you all. I don't know if I'll be able to do that or not, but anyway, this first type is this top-notch golden wax bean. I don't know if you can read that. There you go. You can see it. I've never done that before, but this one, I think it says that you plant a little bit later, plant from late spring to midsummer after soil warms. So I'll try it. I've not got any experience with it, but we'll see what goes on. And then burpee stringless green pod. Can you see that? So the wax beans are a good canning bean. They're yellow. I like that. I've heard that the more colorful you get, like purple varieties or something like that, the more like what is it? Antioxidants and stuff are in there. But again, all of these are heirloom varieties, so that's pretty neat. And I've got some Asian yardlongs that I'm gonna plant this year as well. So I'm pretty excited about that. So the two types of beans that were sent were the top-notch golden wax and the burpee stringless green pod. Were you saying the wax ones, the yellow wax ones, were a good canning bean, or the green ones, the burpee stringless? I knew the burpee stringless probably were, but anyway. And a few gourds. The zucchini black beauty squash. That's in the gourd family, isn't it? The wax ones. Okay, good. Thank you for clarifying that, Red. These black beauty squash. Papa don't like the zucchini squash. He don't like those at all, but he likes these straight neck summer squash. So there's only a few in here. Okay, Conrad, you were late because I kind of just did this as a surprise because Rua is at work, and instead of her getting home and being all tired and me being on here, instead of hanging out with her on the couch, I'm gonna go ahead and do this early. So, and the kids are up at the pond with Nana and Papa, the grandparents. So I was going through some seeds that a friend sent me. We are early, yeah. I know. I'm sorry. We're early, but I figured it was a good time to do it early. And I kind of like this actually because the kids never cooperate anyway, and by the time we get off, we're just super exhausted. So I might start doing it a bit early, and if that's okay with you all. But Papa don't like these zucchini, the green black beauty or whatever, the black beauty zucchini. He don't like those. He likes these straight neck squash. If you can see that, I can't put it too close because then there's a reflection off of the thing. Unless I hold it down, maybe. Can you see that? Anyway, so that was in there. But also these table queen. Has anybody ever grown these acorn squash, these table green? I think I've grown some or I've gotten some before. Yeah, I think I'm going to try to do it. Maybe at 6 in the future. I just kind of did it late. Maybe I'll start doing it at 6. And I'll have to start changing that on the thing. And I'll make an announcement in the future. But has anybody ever grown this acorn squash before? I haven't. We've been given some before, but I've never actually eaten it. It don't really sound that amazing to me. Excellent baked or steamed. Shortly before fall frost, cut from plant, leaving a portion of the stem attached. The good thing about this is that if you're trying to grow from your own garden, that this will hold very well. So it's one of those winter squashes, I think. And then there's a jack-o'-lantern pumpkin. Again, the great thing about these is that they're all heirloom varieties. So you love them baked. How do you cook them? What do you put on them? Do you put just like salt and pepper and butter or something like that, or something else? I cooked my rabbit, and I think I cooked it too hot because I've read that you need to cook rabbit like low and slow, and it was kind of tough, to be honest with you. So I don't know what I did wrong, but I'll get better at it. That's the first time I've ever cooked rabbit. So yeah, I'd be interested. I'm gonna try. I think I'm gonna try to grow all these butter and brown sugar. I can't do that, Red. I'm trying to follow low carb now, but I bet that would be good. I used to cook sweet peas the way that Papa taught me to cook them. A bunch of butter in there, a little bit of salt and pepper, and a bunch of brown sugar and sweet peas. Oh man, it was like candy. They're great. So butter and brown sugar. That's good. I might have to try it, even though it's not. So this winter I gained a little bit of weight. Seen those acorn skewers a lot in the stores. Probably store. Yes, I think that's it. That they'll store well. And I'm going to grow these pumpkins. Did I mention that? Am I out of order? Okay, yeah. I've got this jack-o'-lantern pumpkin here. I'm going to grow them on natural honey. Okay, yeah. Uh, I'm going to grow these for feed. I've got some big ones. I've got some other pumpkin seeds because the pigs will love it, and I think the cows love, the cattle love it. 4 months. Well, I think mine were 4 months old. Mine were pretty, kind of old. But he looked good. He looked bigger than I expected, actually. Whenever I butchered him, I'm like, he seems kind of small. But whenever I butchered it and I saw the meat, I'm like, I thought that looked good. So anyway, it also has 3 different varieties of lettuce in this mix. Black seeded Simpson. You tell me if you know any of these. Yes, I've read that, and I've fed some. I went to a local pumpkin patch a year or two ago. Not last October, the October before that, before I had my YouTube channel. I went to a local pumpkin patch, like like one of those family things where you can take pictures and you buy pumpkins. And the guy had them all that were starting to go bad because he would buy them and then resell them at a profit kind of thing for people who came. And the old ones and bad ones were in the ditch. And I asked him, "Hey, can I have these for my pigs?" And they loved it. So you've grown a lot of black seeded Simpson. Is it good? It says about it that it matures quickly, can be grown later in the spring than most varieties. So that's neat. And 7 to 20 days of germination and 65 to 85 days to maturity. We were thinking about doing aquaponics. You were talking about aquaponics earlier in your live stream, Paul, and we thought about doing that a few years ago before we started our YouTube channel, but we never did it. There's a guy locally. He's actually a doctor that works with wrol who owns an aquaponics. It's called West Kentucky Aquaponics, and he actually is the one that actually wants to buy our Mangalitsa pig. But anyway, he's Rua says he's a nice guy. He asked if we were independently wealthy since we had so many kids, but we're not. we're just, decent money managers and frugal, I guess. Yeah, I've heard that about pumpkins. They're a natural dewormer. That's good, and they're very filling and they'll last, kind of thing. So we had one. I don't know if the kids bought. No, there was one that we grew that grew in the high tunnel, but it got out and it was Ben got it out and then it froze and stuff and it was really watery. And I think I gave half of it to the pigs and they ate it up, and then half of it to the chickens and they liked it too. But I think I was feeding the chickens too much then. I'm not feeding them quite as much. I'm trying to get them to scratch and stuff now. And plus, whenever I feed them some grain like I do now, after they don't eat it, it gets in there and the seeds sprout. So whenever I'm turning it over, a lot of times I'll see the sprouted seeds, and they get more from the sprouted seeds than they do from just the grain. Is what I've read anyway. Have y'all ever experienced that? We could talk about the chickens some. I really like the chickens in this system. The only problem with it is, and something I would do different, is before I would put the chicken wire up, and before I would have them put it up, I would pull back a lot of the mulch, at least from where they had it, so they could put it down on the ground, and then put some like boards or something, because they have kind of burrowed underneath sometimes where the chicken wire is. Yeah, some worms and humans. I don't know. I've heard of people who deworm their children. They have dewormer every year. Yeah, years and years ago. But I don't think anybody does that anymore. But I bet some people have worms. Sheep would. I bet they would. I bet they would. I think almost all animals like pumpkins. You'd probably have to bust it open for them. So that's the thing, with the pigs, they can be kind of brutal and rough. And I'm not sure if the cows can bust them open or not, but you'd have to bust them open, I'm sure. Also, this butter crunch lettuce. Can you see that? It says that it's requires a rich, well-drained soil. Successive planting every 2 weeks for until fall for a continuous supply. Pick when heads are full. We've done a lot of these lettuces with just, take some leaves and go on. And then some Paris Island Cause. All these are heirloom variety that somebody sent me, so I really appreciate that. And it says they may bolt in hot weather. So Yeah. I'm just gonna run through these seeds, and it don't seem like y'all have a lot of questions. I appreciate your support. I know this is atypical. We might have more people a bit, at our regular time. There might be some people who are, irritated that I didn't wait either, didn't do it at the normal time. But uh, most people probably won't. I don't think most people care too much. Do you really care if I didn't do my live stream? Maybe you do. I really appreciate you guys. Thank you so much for all your encouragement. And there's 3 different cucumbers here. There is Chicago Pickling, White Spine, and Marketmore 76. So yeah, this is in the heirloom pack that he sent me. So I've actually already planted some cucumber seeds, and I started them as seeds because in the high tunnel, I bet I could get them growing pretty soon. And a lot of times you direct sow them. I wonder what I was trying to see what these said. If they said direct sow them or do something else. Days to germination. Blah blah blah. A lot of times you direct sow them, but I've had good experiences transplanting them too. Let's see. We can show that. Hey, Eaton's Garden. I did a different time for my YouTube live stream because Rua is. You think I like the texture and the flavor of the Simpson? That's the first one I mentioned, the lettuce, right? Yeah. I've had to get bitter when leaves get very old. So the lettuce that I planted, I don't even know what kind it was, that I planted in the high tunnel. It's gone to seed now. From last June to your goats. That's cool. Yeah, that's one of the great things about gourds and pumpkins is they last a long time. Anyway, Eden's Garden, I was going to say that we started early because Rua's at work today, and when she gets home from work, especially when she's worked for a couple of days, it makes her really tired to do the live stream, especially since she's pregnant. And it's a whole lot better for my marriage. Not that we're struggling, but it's a whole lot better for my marriage and for her and for me for us to have that time just to sit and hang out whenever she gets home. Because she'll probably actually be asleep within 30 minutes. She said that she woke up in the night last night and couldn't go back to sleep. 3 large pumpkins. When did you? Oh, we still have 3 large pumpkins that we harvested in November. Did you only harvest 3 pumpkins? And you still have them all? Oh, and what kind are they? Are they eating pumpkins or are they, something else? I had a friend in California who said that he only grows these pickling cucumbers because he likes the cucumbers small. And Papa said he likes the cucumber small as well. But I don't know anything about the white spine. I think I've heard about these Marketmore before, the Marketmore 76. I think I might have grown those before. Thank you, Eden's Garden. So here's the thing about this pregnancy. If y'all are listening and care, is that the last ones that we had, boom, 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 boom. Ben was born July of 2011. Maya was born January of 2013. Solomon was born October 2014. And Abraham was born June of 2016. So they were just boom, 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 all 18, 20 months apart, something like that. So there wasn't any time in between. And she was pretty much either pregnant or nursing for, like 6 years, kind of thing up there, so maybe longer. I don't know, for a while. And it was really hard, but we didn't realize how hard it was on us. We thought we had, marriage troubles, and we thought we had some problems. I was probably a little bit more of a jerk than I should have been, not as understanding with her pregnancy. But now that we're experiencing it, we're understanding that maybe we gave ourselves too hard of a time before. So, this has been a really good experience for them so far. Anyway, it's been a really good experience, but it has been hard because Rua's not been quite as as much energy as. Thank you. Hey, Pete. Rua's doing really well. She had for those of you who've already been here, you've heard that, but she had an appointment last week, and she got an ultrasound and all that stuff, and everything looks good. Everything is good, so we can't complain at all. I'm just going through some seeds that somebody sent me and showing you the varieties. And I'm going to try to plant all of these this year if I can. If there's not any questions, then I'll probably end after I get done with these seeds. I thought, was there other peppers? I think there was a couple other peppers. I tried to put them all in order, the same kind that we had. Some kinds, there were some that were only one of each kind. So, yeah, everything's really. The only bad thing was, and I've already told you that, was you know, that they wouldn't let me in the appointment. So I felt robbed. I was angry. I was sad. I was upset. I'm a little bit more over it now, but it is really frustrating that they wouldn't let me in the appointment, and I couldn't be there and hear the heartbeat and see all that was going on. So that was kind of frustrating. There's 2 different peppers that are in this mix, and for those of you who care, if you wanted to order it, it came from Amazon. It's a 30-pack of deluxe Valley Green Heirloom Vegetable Garden Seeds, non-GMO. You know, there you can kind of see it. Can you see that? There you go. But you probably can't read that from here. So Halloween pumpkins, put the compost in, and all we grew in those beds were, I bet a bunch of, you know, pumpkins came up from those beds, Teen Homesteader, because you know, the seeds and stuff. I bet they grew really well in that compost. Pepper. This is a Keystone resistant giant, and all these are heirloom again, so that's really cool. And this is a Big Jim chili. It's medium hot. So will it grow? How many teams are there? There's the Will It Grow team, and then there's the Arkansas Woodcutter team, and there's an overseas team too, isn't there? I thought about joining. I just didn't get it done in time, and you know, I just didn't do it. So this has a few different varieties of tomatoes in it as well. I'm over halfway through, so you know, if you have any questions or things that are going on about the chickens, you saw on the thumbnail that these are our chickens. These are a bunch of mixed breed chickens that just, you know, we hatched a bunch last year, and some were just hatched, you know, because of broody hens. And then we also have some from whenever we first got. You like those peppers? The Keystone resistant giant or the Big Jim chili, the hot ones, medium hot. But these are all just ones that we had around that we're probably going to end up, you know, getting rid of eventually, either selling or you know, and maybe just leave them for a while. I don't know, but we'll probably end up putting just one breed of chicken in here ultimately. Rua likes the colored eggs, so we've got some cream leg bars that we're hatching right now. The chilies, okay, Big Jim chili, cool. I've got some peppers that somebody sent me. I started several weeks ago that not all of them have come up, but some of them might still come up. They were on the heating mat, but I think the ones that didn't probably were duds. Anyway, we've got some cream leg bars in the incubator, and Nana Papa went the other day and bought some turkey eggs. I think they were some bourbon reds. I think, and then we got some golden palm. I think it's golden palm, not golden, white palm turkeys. But Papa thinks they might be goose eggs actually, and not turkey eggs, because they're much bigger than the other turkey eggs. But they're in the incubator, as well as the blue cream leg bars. Blue cream leg bars. We'll end up probably putting those up here ultimately. We are on woodcutters. Yeah, good luck. You're supposed to be enemies, right? One of you woodcutters and one of you is on Will It Grow. Somebody disliked it? It's okay. You know, thumbs down it. That's still interaction. That's fine. They probably think I was being kind of boring, or they disliked it because Rua wasn't here. That's it. People like Rua more than me. My family likes Rua more than me. Whenever I started dating her, they said they'd keep her and get rid of they'd get rid of me if anything happened. So there's some cherry tomatoes. I don't have a variety, just a cherry tomato. But we're still friends. Okay. Yeah, it might be due the time. I don't know. And there's 2 beefsteak tomatoes. There's 2 packages. I started a whole tray of beefsteak tomatoes. Yeah. Do you have Polish and Buff Orpington in the incubator, Nana? Is that what you're saying? I started a whole tray of beefsteak tomatoes. If they go, they haven't done it yet. I didn't put them on a heat mat, and it's been a little chilly the last few days, so they're just on a rack kind of thing. but that rack that I set up. And then some Rutgers tomatoes. Have y'all ever heard of Rutgers? Somebody messaged me the other day, the Jersey Giants. Yeah, beefsteak tomatoes. I've seen the Jersey Giants, the ones that you've seen like in the pictures, that looks like as big as a child. Man, if that's the case, those would be cool. I wanted. There's somebody locally who had on Facebook Marketplace half Flemish giant chicken, not chicken, half Flemish giant rabbit. And I thought about getting it to make bigger rabbits, but I need to do some work on my hutch a little bit more. Just big and black, huh? Okay. That was Addie. That was censored for a moment. The big and black. I guess they were thinking you were talking about something else. That's weird. Jersey Giant. There are 2 teams for Shed Wars. Northern Hemisphere. Okay, I thought there was something for like Aussie teams and Northern teams and stuff like that. German John. Somebody messaged me. That's funny, isn't it, Addie? It was censored. I had to approve it about the big and black. It was talking about you were talking about chickens though, not anything inappropriate. Anyway, somebody messaged me about and asked me about joining a high tunnel group, and said I think they said celebrity tomatoes do really well in high tunnels, and there's some others I've looked online, but the ones that mention the ones that do really well in high tunnels, they're all sold out. A bunch of seeds are sold out. So I guess that's really nice that these were sent to me. That I have. Really wanted me to order some more seeds, but we've got so many, but some of them aren't coming up. So I started. What did I start? I started some white Lisbon bunching onions. And none of those have come up. It's just still dead. And then also I started some celebrity high tunnel group. Somebody said celebrity tomatoes grow well in the high tunnel. Celebrity high tunnel. And then I started some Maximilian sunflower seeds, but none of those have popped up either. So they might be old. But anyway, these are the 3 varieties: beefsteak, cherry tomato, and Rutgers, and they're all heirloom variety seeds as well. And some radishes. Let's see. Let's see. There is China rose radish. These are all heirloom varieties too. Champion. Oh, I planted some radish. They don't say what variety cherry tomatoes they are. They're just cherry tomatoes. So I don't know. I planted some radishes. I think they were Easter egg radishes, but I didn't pull them, and now they're starting to go to seed in the high tunnel. So that's really cool. Maybe I'll collect some seeds from them and see what happens. These are early scarlet globe radish, champion radishes, and China rose radishes. Yeah, Rua, wanted us to buy more and more and more, but I kind of wanted to go through the ones we had first, and then, after that, was that you all, Nana and Papa, on the radio? And then after I do that, then I'll do that. Got some Helsinki tomatoes because I heard they do okay in Colorado. There was a friend of mine who wanted to send me some, what kind is it? Everglades tomatoes from Florida, but he couldn't find any then. But they probably would do well in the high tunnel, because that kind of mimics a bit more the atmosphere or the climate in Florida. But your almost failed, huh? There's 2 types of turnips here: purple top white globe, Thessaloniki. Oh, that's probably from Thessalonia. That's the Greek, the Greek way of saying Thessalonica, Thessalonians, the Bible book. The only reason I know that is I studied Greek a bit in school. 7 top turnips and purple top white globe. I think next year I'm going to buy a bunch of turnips and plant those as a fall cover crop. believe I saw a notice for Heartland. Yeah, but I think it's later in the year. I think it's like September or something like that. I could probably look. I saw it on the Facebook thing not too long ago. Let's see. I'm looking. So stand by with me. Let's see. It's the Heartland Homesteaders. And they mentioned the picnic is in September this year, September 11th. So that's a bit different. Yeah. I've never been there to Thessalonica or Thessaloniki, but dark red Detroit beat. Detroit dark red beat. Yeah. Is it September? I think it was September 11th. Because I remember thinking, that's there might be some, some memorial things going on that day for it. Is a Greek tomato, yeah, from probably Thessalonica, Thessaloniki. Calabrese broccoli. I think my broccoli is. You love beet greens? Oh man, I put some beets in the ground this year, but I didn't take care of them. I didn't do anything with them. So in the high tunnel. And I think they kind of got crowded out. So I was thinking about growing some more, maybe around some trees or something like that. Okay, I'll add you to it in here in a little while. I think I'm on here now. Let's see. I think we're friends on Facebook. Invite. Wait, I can't do it here. Let's see. I can do it a little bit later. I'll try to do it later, Red. If I've forgotten, then send me a message and tell me. But this is the broccoli calabrese, and I've got some that are flowering in the high tunnel, so I might try to save some of those seeds and see what happens. It's fun to experiment and see. All these seeds. Somebody started them at some point. Because they grew. They like the genetics and stuff. So. I think that's neat. Some peas, some little marble peas. The thing I don't like about these little packs and stuff is like the corn and the peas. These are really big seeds, so there's not very many in here. It's kind of feels like there's only like 10 of them in there. It's not very many. So that's the negative part of it. But the good part is that you've got all these different varieties. So there is a thing I was thinking about doing. That I saw. It's like a victory garden kind of thing. I might have a picture of it. See if I can. You might not be able to see it for the light up here, but I wanted to kind of do it in like sometime. Here it is. A victory garden for a family of 5 on a plot of 25 by 50. Oh, it's kind of dark. Oh, it's kind of too bright. I can't. Can you see? Oh, you can't see it at all, can you? Sorry. I might share it on the community page or something like that. Hey, Scan family, glad you're here. We started a little early. It tells you like mix a small quantity of early radish seed with all turnips, carrots, parsnips, and beets sown before May 1st. Use summer radishes May 1st to August 1st. Early varieties again in the fall. This was issued by the Illinois State Council of Defense. If you find that, you can probably just Google it and or search it, DuckDuckGo it, whatever you want to do, and look for images. Hey, thank you. I appreciate the thumbs up. I got 9 right now. We don't have as many in the live stream tonight because I did it at a different time. Oh, wow. Earthquake. I didn't notice that. That's sad. I'm sorry about that. Got great germination on cabbage and Brussels sprout seeds that are 4 years old. I had some all-season cabbages that I got the co-op a few years ago, and I tried planting those. I only got very small percentage. I was thinking about trying to plant them some more. Great or turnip greens. Turnip greens mix well together. I'm gonna grow some turnip greens. I think next winter. I think you can get a big bag of like cover crops, and I'm just gonna disc them in and just do it kind of thing. Here's some Nantes coreless tomatoes. The fourth earthquake, crazy. I thought that was for California. And California was going to fall off into the ocean from earthquakes. That's what everybody told us before we moved out there. Here's some champion collards. I've never grown collards. I don't know if I've ever even eaten collards. But I'm going to plant them. I'm going to try to plant all these this year. Maybe save some seeds from them and see what happens. And then some blooms. I've had bad luck growing spinach. Nana says she's done okay. This is Bloomsdale long-standing spinach. I have turnip seeds by the pound. Yeah, yeah. The co-op over here. So we've got a county co-op. It's a farmer's co-op that's just up the road from us that you can buy them. And then there's some farm stores around too, you know, like Rural King and Paducah for us. That's all the seeds. I mean, it's a good bunch of them. There's supposed to be 30 different varieties here. I didn't count how many seed packets. There's 2 of the same tomato, 3, 4, I'm counting, 10, 21, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 30. There aren't 30 different varieties. They sent me 2 of the same kind of tomato, 2 beefsteak tomatoes. I only counted 30 packs there. Let me message my friend back real quick. He's in town, ask if I want anything from town. There you go. Okay. Those collards will grow good this winter in the high. Okay, I'll put some in the high tunnel. Are they like you start in the cold weather? What do you do? Let's see. Plants collards are best cooked, but young greens grown in cool weather are an excellent salad addition. It gets really warm in the high tunnel, like that's why my broccoli is going to seed. Isn't that crazy? My broccoli is going to seed. Let's see. We're supposed to get 3 to 6 inches of snow tonight. Where are you? In Iowa? Okay, in Iowa. All the snow here just melted. Not looking forward to. No, I think that we're pretty much done with snow. I don't know for sure. It's supposed to be rainy all this week. You know, overcast and rainy and stuff like that. It says Tuesday it might be partly sunny, and then Saturday and Sunday of next week. But other than that, it's supposed to be rainy and overcast and wet all the time where we are. But hey, you know, this kind of works better for me, I think. Even if the kids were here, them running around and stuff like that. And if Rua is not at work, then she can be a part of it. And if she is, then we can hang out together. It's been kind of hard, if I'm completely honest, because at 8 o'clock, I thought it was a good time, and it's a great thing in a lot of ways. Because the kids are supposed to be asleep, but they're not usually asleep, then she's at home from work, and I enjoy doing this with her. It's really a lot more fun to have Rua here and we can chat together. We're kind of exhausted afterward, and after she's worked a full day, we're tired and all that stuff. So I think I'm going to try to move it up. I might move it to 6 o'clock. And that might catch somebody else's live stream. We might have to figure out our time, all that again. But I think I'm going to move it to 6 o'clock, and that's just what we'll do. So I'll start announcing that on our YouTube community page and letting people know, and then announcing it in my videos as well. But I'm sorry that y'all didn't have a whole lot of questions about what was going on and what we're doing here. There's a lot of things going on, if I'm honest, and we're kind of waiting. After it dries, I'm going to do a little bit more tilling. Snowstorms a couple days ago completely crushed one of your greenhouses. Oh no. Was it like one of those cattle panel greenhouses or something like that? We're getting ready to do some stuff in there. I've been working in the high tunnel. I've been identifying the weeds in there to see what I wanted to keep and what I wanted to get rid of. But, there's a lot going on here. We're trying to just figure out, what we're doing. But we really appreciate you. I really appreciate going through these with you. If you have any information on some of these, especially if you're watching this later, some of you might be, some of you might not be, I don't know. But if you have any information on any of these varieties that you want to share with me, then that's great. But if you don't, then that's fine too. Appreciate you guys. I love you. Y'all have a great night, and I'll have a new video for you on Tuesday, Lord willing. Bye, guys.